Welcome to the channel. Today I am going to share a very informative video. So before moving any further, first of all do remember to subscribe the channel. Today's topic is very interesting and very important for the science students, researchers, environmental and climate change activists, and for the layman as well. Because climate change is a global issue. So let's see that what is climate change. First of all, let's define climate change. Climate change is a long-term shift in weather patterns. So let's see that what are the climate change processes. And number one, there are natural processes such as orbital variation and precession of Earth. The next one is continental drift. The next one is ocean based processes. Then comes volcanic activity and surface topography. And the last one is variations in the amount of energy received from the sun. So these were the natural processes. Let's see that what are the anthropogenic processes or man made processes. Number one is greenhouse gas effect. Number two is global warming. Number three is deforestation. Then comes increase in population. Then comes fossil fuel consumption and land use change. Now let's see that what are the indicators of climate change. The indicators of climate change are rising surface temperature, rising air temperature, melting extent of Arctic sea ice, melting extent of glaciers, rising sea level, annual greenhouse gas index, extreme weather episodes, ocean warming and carbon dioxide extraction, increasing coral reef depletion, rising carbon dioxide atmospheric concentration, emerging infectious diseases, intense heat waves, increasing desertification, and forest depletion. So let's see that what are the drivers of climate change or the triggers of climate change, or in simplest words, like what are the causes of climate change. And number one, there are natural causes or natural drivers, which include plate tectonics, volcanic activity, heat waves, variation in solar waves intensity. Then comes anthropogenic or man made drivers. These anthropogenic drivers are global warming, deforestation, and fossil fuel consumption. Then comes the economic drivers, and these economic drivers are agricultural revolution. Agriculture has undergone a green revolution with more and more crops being produced with the use of pesticides and fertilizers. The agricultural revolution caused a swing in concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and casted a devastating impact on climate change. Then comes industrial revolution, mineral extraction, and non-biodegradable waste or e-waste generation and plastic waste generation. Now let's see that what are the impacts of climate change. The impacts of climate change include a rise in temperature, prolonged frost free seasons, habitat destruction, precipitation pattern disruption, frequent droughts and heat waves, frequent cyclones, sea level rise, land use disturbance, food security issues, frequent floods, threats to coastal sites, water security issues, loss of biodiversity, and extreme weather events. Now let's discuss about climate change resilience. So first of all, let's see that what is climate change mitigation. Climate change mitigation strategies include energy efficient buildings, switching off to renewable energy sources, reduce greenhouse gas emissions by using effective filters, decarbonize global energy generation system, decarbonize transportation system, and sustainable food security. Now let's see that what are some of the climate change adaptation strategies. Some of the climate change adaptation strategies are: number 1, nature based solutions such as mangrove forest restoration. Number 2 are infrastructural development such as green roofs. Number 3 is agricultural and resource management such as fisheries management. Then comes social and institutional interventions such as early warning systems. The main theme is that basically there are two main approaches. Number 1 is anticipatory approach and number 2 is the reactive approach. So all of these strategies can be utilized for climate change adaptation. So, this was today's video that was based on climate change. So, this is, I think, so very informative for every person. For scientific researchers, for environmental and climate change activists, and for the laymen as well. So, do subscribe the channel. If you like the video, do hit the like button as well, and do forward or do share these videos with your friends and family as well. These videos are very beneficial for the conservation and restoration of the environment. So I think so that environmental awareness is very important for environmental protection, because we are living in a planet and we should care for our planet, because environmental degradation, global warming and climate change is destructive concept for all of us.